What's up? What's up? We're live. We're live. We're here. We're live. Let's see how many people show up for this MMA live stream right here. I got some things to discuss, some things to talk about. Now, as you can see, the title is Khabib versus Tony Ferguson Ultimate Fighter. So it'll be like the odd couple. So we're gonna see how these personalities clash. I don't believe it's gonna happen. It's just something to talk about. Of course, it's not gonna happen. Khabib's not fighting, but who knows? Maybe they can make it. And Khabib and Tony Ferguson could just coach, but neither one of them are going to fight each other. That's something that can happen. That's something interesting. I just want to see how these two personalities clash because the press conference is fun. So we're going to see we're going to hear a lot of, I'll eat you in the streets. Oxford, what is this Oxford? What is this Oxford? And a lot of fathead comments, stupid guy. These are the type of comments we're going to hear if they did make an Ultimate Fighter. All these childish insults. So yeah, we got 4 people in here so far. Let's just talk. Let's just guess. How would that go? How would this fight go? How would Khabib do against Tony Ferguson on a 4-fight losing streak? Sometimes a lot of these fighters who are on that losing streak, they got one more good one in them. They got one more good fight. So that'd be interesting to see. I just want to see the trash talk that's going on between these two. That fight should have happened. We all know that fight should have happened. I think that's the most unfortunate fight that never happened in MMA. That fight was even more intriguing than Brock Lesnar and Fedor. Because this one got scheduled, but it kept getting canceled, so they got our hopes up. We wanted to see Brock Lesnar versus Fedor, but they just couldn't. They couldn't come together. They couldn't come to an agreement. So that was the issue with that. What's up? What's up, Gerald? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Khabib will only fight a champion. What are you gonna fight? You gonna come back and fight Oliveira? Khabib ain't coming back though. If he does come back, he's gonna look like George Foreman when he came back. You know how George Foreman used to look. He was a heavyweight before, but when he came back, he just looked completely different. Face was puffier. Khabib gonna be 100. He's gonna be a middleweight when he comes back. It's gonna be the new Khabib. Khabib gonna look like shit. Who Khabib gonna look like when he come back? He gonna look like a new person. Khabib gonna be big as hell when he come back. You think his head fat now? Tony Ferguson gonna be calling him chubby fish. Well, he call him fat head. He's gonna be goddamn volleyball head. Khabib coming out returning makes it interesting because we don't know if he's going to perform the same. Yep, because right now Tony Ferguson, we don't expect much from Tony, so the fight is just not as interesting as it originally was. So that's the issue with that fight. It was perfect at first because Tony Ferguson was on a 12-fight winning streak. Khabib is undefeated. These two are clashing. One's the jiu-jitsu guy going against Khabib, who's the wrestler. We want to see how that jiu-jitsu worked against Khabib's strong wrestling, grappling. So it didn't happen. So now our people already exploited Tony Ferguson 4 times in a row already. So it's not interesting. And that would have been a great win on Tony Ferguson on Khabib's record. That would have been fantastic. Yeah, we already know if they do the Ultimate Fighter, they're going to have all those insults. All right, fathead. You a fathead. You a fathead, brother. You a fathead, brother. No. I got the insults wrong. You stupid guy, brother. You stupid guy. Then Tony Ferguson like, now look here, fathead. Okay, don't mess with don't try to hit me with all that, those childish insults and all that. We all know how that fight would have turned out if we went against each other. No, brother. No, I seen what happened to you. You do stupid things. That's why you lose. You try to make weight where you did not need to make weight. He said Tony's going to bring the I forgot to say it. Tiramisu every day. I forgot to say that word. Terasuma. Maurice, what's up, big dog? What's good? Fellow riser, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's happening? What's happening? Got the beard growing out right now. Like, I got the beard growing out, hairline gone. Look at that. That's unfortunate. All right. Khabib's a middleweight right now. Yeah, Khabib's big as hell. Khabib is fat. And Tony Ferguson, yeah, we'll see how that fight is, man. Khabib been eating good since he retired. All types of boogers. Eating boogers, steak boogers. No, boogers. With pickle on it. Elk booger, I talked to Joe, he give me elk. I eat all of it. All of it, brother. It's the best, brother. With Coca-Cola. I love hamburger, brother. I love the all types of boogers. See, I love to see them do tough, the Ultimate Fighter, and then co-promote the fight with Eagle FC. That would be sick. Yeah, you would like, but Dana's not gonna let that happen. Yeah, Ultimate Fighter. That's what Khabib said in that tweet. He's like, "You come over here, brother, to the Eagle FC. We could do it here. Take care of business over here." They should fight in Oxford. They should have the Ultimate Fighter in Oxford, or Oxnard, or Oxford. Also, I think Khabib showing interest in coaching the Ultimate Fighter against Tony doesn't mean he's trying to fight, but Khabib, yeah, he just saying that stuff for fun. You know it's not gonna happen, but it's worth talking about. It's worth saying something. The fight that never happened, the fight that could have happened, that fight that can happen. We can see, man. Never know what may happen. Finally get that fight. They're gonna make a movie, a damn documentary about this 30-30. It's like the girl who got away. That's how this fight is. She's out of my life. This fight is out of our lives now. Go for the Hamza beard. Yeah, I could definitely go off the beard. So I want the Hamza beard, but I also want the Brian Ortega hair. Who else got long hair? Yeah, I want that type of hair. See, I don't got look at that shit. I got to grow all this hair here, but then this is gone. No, I've been cursed. See, you call me fat head. They probably make fun of my hairline. Yeah, we got a lot of fights to talk about. There was some talk about Colby, Covington, and Hamza fighting. We all knew that one would happen, so that's not going to happen. Oh yeah, Dustin Poirier called out Colby Covington. So I should have titled that because that's kind of trendy right now. Maybe I should have titled that. I'll do that next time then. But Dustin Poirier versus Colby Covington. Apparently, Colby Covington can't fight because he got a court case. He has brain damage with a missing tooth, so he's not in good enough shape to fight. He's not in the right condition to fight right now, so that fight can't happen. So who should Dustin Poirier fight next? That's something we got to find out because now won't be fighting Charles. Oh, maybe it's a rematch: Dustin Poirier versus Justin Gaethje. That could be that's a fun fight. But Charles Oliveira, I want to see him fight Islam, or we could see Islam fight Dariush because I want to see how their styles clash. But I get a feeling it's going to be Charles Oliveira versus Islam. That's the next fight. If they book Khabib Tony again, it might cause the Galaxy to upload. Yeah, it's going to be at 185. It's going to be a great fight. Whoever wins gets to face Izzy for the middleweight title. So that weight ain't getting made. But yeah, that'll be a great fight. But no, it won't be a great fight. It just won't be. The stakes will be low because Khabib already lost 4 times in a row. So all the pressure will be on Khabib, not Tony. Well, I want to see. Tony Ferguson. I want to see if Khabib did fight, come back. I want to see him against Usman. Usman said he want to move up, so he can make that fight happen. But they're friends, so that can't happen. Yeah, Colby's gonna get a fat check from Masvidal. Now I know I say his name, Masvidal. That's for sure. Yeah, he's gonna get that check after he got checked. But yeah, he's gonna get that check. Jorge broke the law. That was assault. Hopefully, it's worth it. For him to pop him like that in the mouth. Popped in his mouth twice. But you know, that's what he wants to do. He said he's about that life, man. He said he's about his own sight. He got the best sucker punches in the game. That's what he said himself. We seen him sucker punch Leon Edwards, and he became a superstar based on that. Now Leon Edwards didn't press charges, but this is how Jorge became a superstar when he said 3-piece with a soda. So it is people react differently. You know, when Leon got popped, everybody made fun of Leon. When Colby got popped, everybody's getting mad at Jorge. So it's all about who you pick and who y'all decide y'all like or not. So y'all that's how it usually goes. What if Tony got inside Khabib's head? Yeah, he get inside his head. He got a fat head, according to Tony Ferguson. He got a fat ass head, so maybe he could get inside his head. But yeah, I know what you're saying. Mentally, I don't think he's gonna get in his head enough to win a fight. But because Conor couldn't really get in his head. I mean, get in his head to the point where it's going to affect the fight. He said everything he can about Khabib, and Khabib proceeded to dominate him and win that fight in the convincing manner. It only affected him because it got him to jump out the cage, and that cost him a lot of money, and it cost him time in the cage. He said Dustin finally started sounding interested in the Covington fight when he knew Colby will be busy with court and pretending he has brain damage to get a bigger bag. Yeah, we'll see, but all Colby has to do is say, I accept. Let's do this. Or he can say, after my court case, let's do it. So Colby can respond and say, after my court case, let's do this. Then Dustin Poirier had to respond back to it. So, you know, these are clever moves that they're placing. They're the war tactics, I would say, that they're placing on each other. Yeah, but I definitely want. I don't want to see that fight. I don't want to see Dustin Poirier fighting Colby. Colby needs to fight somebody in the welterweight division. He needs to fight a top contender in the welterweight division. So he needs to fight Khamzat. Khamzat is ranked. He's higher ranked now because he beat Burns. Or he could fight Burns. And who else he could fight? Bilal Muhammad. And yeah, although Luque just lost. So I don't know, maybe you fight Luque, but Luque just lost. Wonderboy lost 2 times in a row. And Neil Magny, he's booked. Leon Edwards booked against Usman. But who knows what's going on with Usman? Right now, Usman is nursing that hand right now. And I got to tell you, Leon Edwards has to be the unluckiest fighter in UFC history. Now, he's having that bad luck that Tony Ferguson had. This dude, every time there's some momentum, some forward momentum, something will happen that will take him right back. Like when he finally got that fight against Woodley, that was going to be a #1 contenders fight, right? Then COVID happened. That really started the downward spiral of all this bad luck that's been happening to Leon Edwards. So then he gets a match with Khamzat, COVID. They both get COVID. Then Khamzat gets it twice. Fights canceled. So in 2021, he had that fight. 2 fights canceled in 2021. Then he fights Bilal Muhammad, no contest. Nate Diaz fight is scheduled. That gets delayed. Then it gets rescheduled. He beats Nate Diaz, but he gets rocked at the end. But he beats him. Then he gets a fight scheduled against Jorge Masvidal. You want to see that fight, get revenge for the 3-piece in the soda. Jorge pulls out the fight. That's been his 2021 right there. Crazy year for him. Now he's going into 2022, gets a title shot, but it just happens that when he gets his title shot, Usman just happens to be injured. So he's finding himself in a lot of bad luck. Because I know if Usman's injured long enough, they may have to. I don't know if Leon wants to wait that long. Because by the time they fight, it's going to be another year since Leon fought. Because I think he fought Nate Diaz in July. So it's going to be another year. So we'll see. I don't know. Maybe he might take another fight again. But it's all about Usman. If Usman's hand can heal. Usman probably wants it to heal completely because he fought Colby with that hand messed up. All right. I'm thinking like what other remixes I can make. We have to switch some things up when it comes to these remixes. I got to try something new. So that's what I'm thinking about. Like, what can I do to what can I do creatively that could, you know, spark some spark some different interest within y'all, change the sound up or something. Right now, it's starting to feel like a long marriage right now. You know, a lot of people get bored in that marriage. So right now, this I feel like with y'all, it feels like a marriage that people were bored of. So I got to spice it up. So let's see what we could do. Spice up this marriage that we have here. You know, put out some different types of remixes, and that's what I've been trying to think about. And I got to figure out if it's worth my time right now because I got a lot of stuff I'm working on, trying to make some moves, trying to get out this 1-bedroom apartment, get into a house, maybe buy several houses, maybe buy my dream. I want to buy a multiplex. I want to buy a multiplex, rent it out to people, not live there, rent it out, use that money to pay for the my place where I'm going to stay, and then just do stuff like that. But I'm not gonna. I got to see if I could get to that level by making remixes. I don't know. So yes, as y'all know, on my community section, I posted my staffing company that I created. So I'm going to be working on that. So I just started that business right now. So that's going to be something. I've been studying this staffing. I'm about to talk to somebody who knows a lot about staffing. So um, that's something positive. What else I got to say here? A remix of Shima panting in his fight with Burns. Oh, when he was tired. Yeah, I don't know. I'll see. I gotta see what else I add on. Those type of sound effects. That's something I'll probably add to a remix. Like if he's breathing like that, that could be like part of the remix to go with the beat overall, like to add to another type of remix. Yeah, my voice kind of hoarse because I did a live earlier for like 3 hours, so my voice is going away. So I'm gonna try to. I'm not gonna be here too long, but I'm gonna see how many of y'all show up. If enough of y'all show up, I'll stay longer. But yeah, Khabib, man, who y'all got Khabib on your pound for pound list? Okay, so I don't have him number one overall. Okay, I'll probably put him at least top 5. And the reason why he's not number one on my list, even though he's undefeated, even though like Khabib fans say, never bled, never lost a round. They'll say he never lost a round either. The reason why is because he didn't reign long enough as the champion. And we all know it's much more difficult to defend your title than to get your title. Just like it's more difficult, it can be more difficult to beat these contenders than it is to beat the champion. So that's where you get your credit from. So you see a lot of fighters, a lot of champions in the UFC, they have defended their belts count so many times. GSP, Jon Jones, Anderson Silva, Demetrius Johnson, yeah, all those are the legends right there. Even Usman, I think Usman got like 5 title defenses. You got to defend your belt. That's where you separate yourself from people when you defend that belt because everybody's studying you. Everybody knows your moves. And eventually somebody's going to get you or maybe not get you, but they're going to come close to beating you. We've seen this happen to every legend. It happened to Anderson Silva, Chael Sonnen. Happened with Jon Jones, with Gustafsson. And then we see his last 2 fights. And happened with GSP. Well, GSP lost early in his career, but then when he became good, it started happening with Johnny Hendricks. So it happens to everybody. Demetrius Johnson, Henry Cejudo. Somebody gonna get you. Even they may not beat you, but they're gonna put you in one of those type of fights where people question if you won the fight or not. So that determines if you should be the GOAT. Defending your belt. It's like defending your home. You could get a home, you could build a home, but if somebody tries to take your home, are you going to defend it? Or are you just going to leave it? Yeah, it should be GSP, Jon Jones, Anderson Silva. Those are the cream of the crop right there. The cream of the crop. I value title defenses. Khabib is the best talent we've ever seen, but not the greatest. Only lost 2 rounds, never cut. I don't know if he's the best talent we ever seen. I've seen a lot of fighters who are very talented. You know, I guess what you're saying, most well-rounded. Is wrestling. He's the best wrestler I've ever seen. So good that people are cautious of of it to the point where he'll actually get the best of you in the stand-up. I don't know about the greatest talents. There's a lot of great talents. GSP, like these things. GSP, Jon Jones, Anderson Silva. Even though Anderson Silva's weakness was his wrestling, his takedown defense was very poor. But Jon Jones and GSP were very well-rounded, and Demetrius Johnson. Those three were very well-rounded. They had wrestling skills. They're good in stand-up, and they could do a lot of stuff. I don't know how many I forgot how many submissions GSP had, but I know Jon Jones was good at the submission game. He was decent at submissions. He had a lot of submission wins, and Demetrius Johnson. Oh yeah, DC. I'll put DC in there too. Daniel Cormier. Yeah, I forgot. We tend to sleep on DC for some reason. Maybe because he's all happy and jolly. Maybe that's why he's like the Pillsbury Doughboy. That's how DC is. He's that damn Pillsbury Doughboy. Woo-hoo, woo-hoo. His face squeezes up just like him when he laughs. He's poking his belly. Especially heavyweight DC. No, light heavyweight DC. Well, he didn't have that belly on him. Tailgate and all that shit. Who wins, Makhachev or Oliveira? I got Oliveira winning that fight. I believe he's gonna keep it standing. Oliveira just more well-rounded. Have I taken MBTI? I haven't taken that test before. What's that? Let me know. Unless you're trolling me or something. But what is that MBTI? Let me know what that is. Prime GSP beats Prime Khabib. People forget how freakishly strong. Yeah, GSP was very strong. Very strong. Competitive in this fight. It's not the fight that I like. It's the competitive part of the fight that I like. I really enjoy the competition. And I tell you, the reason I fight, I did not fight, not because of the money. I got all the money. It's because of my health. The well-being of my health is over anything I could buy financially. GSP. How does GSP talk to women? I like the way you look. I really enjoy your time on this date. Did you enjoy your steak? I enjoyed mine. This is awkward as shit. Khabib never getting caught, cut, or dropped in his whole career is so ridiculous. Yeah, but the thing is, what I'm saying. I keep telling people this is what I'm saying. A lot of fighters during that point before they win the title, they have that invincibility part of their career. Like Jon Jones, when he first won the title at the beginning of his career, he was never cut or dropped. None of that stuff ever happened. So eventually somebody got him, and that was Gustafsson. Eventually, if you stay in there long enough, somebody's going to get you. That's what happened to Jon Jones. It happened to Anderson Silva. Somebody got him. Well, Anderson Silva already had losses. Before he got in the UFC. So Anderson Silva didn't become a champion in the UFC until he was 31. He already had a career. He was like the cage fighting champion. And I think he was a pride champion. So then when he came to the UFC, that's why they only had one fight, and then he had a title shot in the second fight in the UFC. Because he already had a career, they apply your MMA career. So if you have an MMA, and the same thing with Chandler. People were saying, why did Chandler get a title shot so soon? Because he already had a career before he got to the UFC. They count Bellator. He was already, I think he was a Bellator champion. So all that stuff counts. It's not like he fought in another organization and he only had 3 fights. No, he had a career. So the same thing for Anderson Silva. He had a career before he got to the UFC, before he became this legend. But yeah, eventually they're going to cut you. So with Khabib, he left like after his 3rd title defense. So someone was going to get him. Somebody's going to cut him or whatever. They're going to drop him. So he left before that could happen. I think Khabib is the best pound fighter we've seen, but I can get behind putting higher in a GOAT, more accomplishment title fences. Yeah, that's why I watched Jon Jones. Only thing with Jon Jones people will bring up is his PD violation. That's the only thing that like questions it, right? It's that PD thing. If Jon Jones didn't get popped for PDs, there's no question he's the best fighter we seen in the UFC. But that PED thing kind of messes it up. And now everybody's questioning his career. But when I watched him fight when he first came up, this dude was just running through everybody. But then, like I said, somebody out there they're gonna have your number. They're gonna start looking at all your moves. They're gonna find out how to counter everything. If you remember at the beginning of Jon Jones' career, he used to catch everybody with that spinning elbow. But then everybody started, they knew he was gonna do spinning elbow, so they knew to duck it. So all that stuff Jon Jones surprised people with, he can't do it no more. And that's what was gonna happen to Khabib. All this stuff Khabib does, people are gonna counter it. Coaches were studying Khabib. They're like, okay, you get people down this way, we're gonna find a way to defend that. We're gonna defend a lot of stuff you're doing. That's why it's so hard and stressful to be the champion. Just like Usman. I always tell people, pump the brakes before putting somebody as the GOAT. Wait till they get some more wins before you put them up there as the GOAT. Usman, you never know when Usman's going to lose. It could just happen anytime. Just like it happened for Amanda Nunes. Somebody unexpected might get him. Just like people don't expect Leon Edwards to win. Leon Edwards might be the one to beat him. If it's not Leon Edwards, it could be somebody else. It could be, I know a lot of people want it to be Khamzat to beat him. Everybody expects it to be Khamzat. So it could be Khamzat, but that's what everybody expects. It could be somebody we don't expect to beat him. It can happen any time. Because I do know if Usman loses his next fight, people are going to jump off that bandwagon really quick. So you never know when it can happen. Just like Charles Oliveira, they're trying to say he's the best lightweight of all time. I was like, give some time. Give some time. So before y'all want to put him up there as the greatest lightweight, give some time. Let the wins pile up. Then you can say he's the best lightweight. Greatness to me is measuring achievements, but no one has dominated the very elite the way has beaten the same fighters, but getting bloody, bruised. Yeah, that's true. But nobody's putting Oliveira over Khabib, though. We're not putting Charles Oliveira over Khabib. No, they got Khabib at top 5. We don't. Charles Oliveira is not top 5. Charles Oliveira is just hot right now. If he keeps winning, then you can say something. If Charles Oliveira beats Islam, he's better than Khabib. I mean, he done a lot. That's. I mean, since Charles Oliveira been on his run? Let me look up his record, right? Quick. Let me look this up. Because he's been on a crazy run. I'm going to his Wikipedia page. Let's see. Let's look at this here. I'm about to share this. Put that over here. Just a second. We're going to take a look at this. All right, let's look at this record. Charles Oliveira. His last loss was against Paul Felder. He lost by TKO. But look at his losses, man. He went through a rough streak. It's like the opposite of his losing streak. Submission. He lost to Pettis, Lamas, Max Holloway, Frankie Edgar, Cub Swanson, Donald Cerrone by TKO punches. Man, this guy, Jim Miller, submission. But then since he lost to Paul Felder by TKO, he's been on a streak. Clay Guida, I don't know. Giagos, I remember seeing him fight. I remember him. Jim Miller, that's a cool one right there. David. But this is when people really started noticing him right here, when he fought Kevin Lee. Kevin Lee had some momentum behind him, and he submitted Kevin Lee. Then he beat Tony Ferguson. Then people start saying, okay, who's the Charles Oliveira guy? People who don't really know Charles Oliveira. Then he beats Chandler by that TKO. They're like, ooh, what's going on? Wins the belt. Then he submits Dustin Poirier. Look, that's a 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5 top wins right there. It's 5 big wins. Then if he beats Islam, that's 6. But all that can end if he loses to Islam. So that's why I say pump the brakes before putting him up there as the best lightweight. Wait and see what happens. You got Islam controlling. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see, man. You know, I make my predictions, so we'll see who's right. BJJ doesn't work against elite combat sambo. Oh yeah. All right. Yeah, I don't think it does. Yeah, I do. That's true. Oh yeah, Nagano. Oh, the fighting. Oh, we have this fight. no, you know he no, how he laughs. This is for the kid. I love kids. I love kids. It's something I do love, and that's kids. You know, when one has to climb, you have to climb to the top, or you don't get the belt. Dana, he's a motherfucker. Francis laughs. He cusses like he just learned how to say curse words. Piece of shit. What the fuck is that? It's not good. You know what the fuck is this shit? You know, I tore my muscle and I can't fight for the belt. I can't climb no more. What can I do? Sound like he narrating the book. Yeah, he can get some work narrating something. I want to see his story, like the story he was telling on Joe Rogan, but somebody narrates it with animation. So as I was selling the seas, I was selling the seas on a boat, and then it fell over. We all fell into the water. I swam. I climbed the water, hopped back on there, rescued each of the sailors, and we all sailed to Europe. And that's when I found my coach, and I became champion. Yeah, Nagano. I gotta perfect it though. I feel like I could do better. Like the Anderson Silva one. No, it's a good fight. You know, we had a fight with Mayweather in Dubai. No, it's a good fight. 2 champions, pound for pound. I ain't good champion. Mayweather, he didn't respect me at first. But then we talk, we have conversation. I like this is a good choice. A good choice for fight. A good choice for love. You know, we have to go to the journey and find out the Lord. So I told Mayweather, no, when you do the box, we have to get to the fight because we can't. I can't do it without the fight. The fight is my love. Mayweather's like, yeah. Jones didn't have many more UFC fights than Khabib though. He has more title fights, but he got his title shot earlier. Yeah, he got his title shot earlier, but it depends on the circumstances, right? Khabib didn't get his title shot earlier for 2 reasons, right? One reason, because he missed weight a lot. And the second reason was because Conor held the division up. He held the division up. So that messed it up for a lot of people. That's why he had to get those interim belts. Jon Jones got his title shot at 23, but he wasn't supposed to get his title shot at that time. Rashad Evans was supposed to have that title shot. He got injured. Jon Jones filled in. So usually it's just circumstances and luck. He wasn't supposed to get that title shot. Now I'll tell you who is getting pushed to get the title shot. We all know Khamzat is. If Khamzat got his title shot, I think he may be getting the biggest push we ever seen. So Khabib, he's missing a lot of fights. He was pulling out because of his weight issues. Like I said, Khabib is top 5. I'm not saying he's the greatest ever. I'm starting to talk about Khabib like people talk about Eminem. You know, Eminem fans, they want to say Eminem's the best rapper ever existed in the history of rap. Like I'll tell them Eminem is top 5. As a rapper, Eminem, I'll put Eminem top 5 all time. But that's not good enough. They're like, no, he's the best ever. I'll even put, like, let's say I'll put Eminem number 2. They're like, no, that ain't good enough. Eminem's the best ever. Nobody's better than Eminem. So that's how I get that vibe with the Khabib thing. Like, no. But yeah, Khabib's a beast, man. That's what I'm saying. If Khabib stayed in there long enough, if he stayed in there, if he could have look, if Khabib stayed, imagine his resume, right? He just defeated Gaethje. Imagine if he beat Michael Chandler, Oliveira, Tony Ferguson. Who else? Tony Ferguson. Yeah, even if he beat those guys, that would have been great on his resume. Then he would have been a GOAT if he beat all those guys. But now Charles Oliveira's beating them. Well, he's beating the guys Khabib already beat, Dustin and Gaethje. But then he beat Chandler, and he's about to fight Islam next. Dariush, yeah, there's him. See, these all these great fights Khabib could have had. Damn, where I'm at right now. Gotta catch up. Where I'm at. Yeah, I hate GOAT discussions. It's so subjective, depends on the metrics. Fight dominates well. Oh yeah, Sam, what are you talking about? If they're all at the same weight or something like that? I think that's how you truly judge the pound for pound. But I know most people judge it based on like a ranking system. They're not judging it by how it's really supposed to be judged by. So that'd be like if Khabib was everybody here was the same weight, how would they do against each other? Yeah, they can't have one GOAT. It's all about eras. It's era. Like I'm a Floyd Mayweather fan. I don't put Floyd as the best ever. I put him the best. He's the best fighter in his time when he did fight in his era. And he proved that when he beat Pacquiao. He's the best in his era. So that's how I judge it. A lot of people want to say greatest ever. You USA versus Russia Dagestan. That's the we want to see. Oh, the Ultimate Fighter we want to see. Oh yeah, USA versus Russian Dagestan. Brother. What's up, my brother? That's what we used to say. We used to say that. Black people, we say, "What's up, my brother? What's up, my brother?" But then we changed it to, we changed to another word. What's up, my? But yeah, they say that. I gotta go to Dagestan though. How's it? Any of my subscribers been to Dagestan or from Dagestan? Is it fun there? I want to have fun. I mean, not illegal fun or anything. I just want to like have a good time. I want to taste the food. I want to do all this stuff. Could be greater than Islam Makhachev. Yeah, Makhachev so far he's like the Luigi. Khabib's Mario. Islam Makhachev is Luigi. Khabib's small. He's smaller. He's chunkier. He got that fat head. Islam is taller and slimmer, and a little doofier. Islam's hella doofy. So yeah, they're definitely Khabib's definitely the Mario to his Luigi. If Charles beats Islam, it's gonna really look good. Like he can beat Khabib. Yeah, if he beats Islam, let's say he submits him, people are gonna start talking. This is why I told y'all Khabib should have stayed, because now he could have beat all these guys that Khabib's fighting. I mean that Charles Oliveira's fighting. Yeah, Oliveira's last three are really big. Michael Chandler, Dustin Poirier, Justin Gaethje. Now if he fights Islam, he probably wants to fight this year. And they took the belt from him because he didn't make the weight. They said something's going on with the scale. Chandler versus Poirier be good. Yeah, I'm curious about that. I want to see that. I want to see Chandler versus Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor comes back. I want to see him. Yeah, at this point, you got to put Conor McGregor in like fun fights at this point, because Conor is not. He's losing too much. There's no momentum with him. And to be honest, if I want to judge the Hall of Fame based on how it should be judged, like you want to put the elites in the Hall of Fame, I wouldn't put Conor in there. But I know they're gonna put Conor in there based on his accomplishments with pay-per-views. But comparing his fight career to other people's fighting, I know he was double champion on, but every time he gets momentum, he'll lose. It's like it's too inconsistent. He beat Aldo, then lost to Nate Diaz. Then he beat Nate Diaz, and then he beat what's his name? Eddie Alvarez. So he had he was on a 2-fight winning streak, but then he left and then he ended up losing to Khabib. Then he won against Cowboy, then he lost again twice against Dustin Poirier. Look at that record, man. It's so inconsistent. It's looking like Charles Oliveira's record at the beginning of his career, when he was just losing, win a couple, lose. Look, that's how it looks like for Conor McGregor right now. Inconsistent. But Conor McGregor's a hell of a trash talker. He's funny, he's charismatic, he's a superstar. Oh yeah, Gegard Mousasi, top 15. Yeah, I got him top 15 all time. Yeah, I might forget some other fighters. Damn, all time. That's including every weight. I don't know, man. It's tough. I gotta think about that. But Gegard Mousasi, man, that's the unfortunate thing about the UFC, right? The UFC doesn't do business with other organizations. You know how people talk about boxing? How in boxing we don't get to see the fights we want to see? The reason why we don't get to see certain fights, just like the Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford fight, is because they're in two different promotions, and they don't want to risk their fighter losing to the other guy. This is what's going on with the UFC. We don't get to see all the fights we want to see in MMA. We get to see all the fights we want to see in the UFC. So we won't never get to see Gegard Mousasi fight Izzy Adesanya. That'll be a great matchup to see, because the middleweight division is dry right now. There's a drench in the middleweight division. Izzy damn near drained that middleweight division. So what's going to happen? And who knows? Cannonier might shock him. Y'all never know when somebody's going to lose. If it's not Cannonier, it might be some mysterious guy in middleweight division. The guy to beat Izzy could be somebody that's fighting on the prelims right now. And that's how it usually is. So, somebody that nobody knows about. Oh yeah, I heard about him, Aziatar. Is that the guy who's fighting Neil Magny? I think it's him. Yeah, I think that's who it is. Yeah, I just heard about him. I gotta stay focused on MMA more. I gotta start researching it more, because I'm just learning about a lot of these fighters. Most of y'all know more about it than me, but I do have some. I have a great perspective on MMA, so I try not to be biased. A lot of people out here are biased, but I think I know what you're talking about right there. If he keeps winning, he could be the next. He could be not a superstar. I don't think he's gonna be a superstar. He could be a star. Because even Khabib, I don't know, maybe in Russia or in Europe, European countries or other countries, I know Khabib is a superstar, but over here in America, Khabib is not a superstar in America. He may be a star, but he's not a superstar. The superstars in America, MMA, and well, I'll say in the UFC, Conor McGregor is the #1 superstar in America. People know about Conor more than anybody. All you got to do is say Conor fight. They know you're talking about Conor McGregor. I mentioned Khabib. People didn't really know who Khabib was. Khabib's not that popular. Ronda Rousey is the second superstar. That's enough, but she don't fight no more. But she was a superstar. And although he was a wrestler, Brock Lesnar was a superstar as well. But I don't know if that counts, because he was already a WWE superstar. See, these are the fighters that people who don't watch MMA know about. So if you want to be a superstar, you got to be known to people who don't really watch MMA. Oh, Dana. Dana sounds like he's starting, like somebody starting an engine. He'll stutter like, well, he sounds like somebody struggling to turn the engine on. Y'all hear him stuttering like crazy. Yeah, he always stuttering. And I put that in a remix too. I can't do it that well. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? No, Conor is gonna do this fight. But Dana's worth a lot of money. Dana be banging those Asian women. I know Dana likes Asian women, so he just be banging those Asian women. I seen when remember Colby showed up to the poker table. Dana had that Asian hooker. I got a feeling he likes Asian women. You know, when he got his little side chicks and stuff. Well, I remember Kenny Florian. Kenny Florian got so many chances. He got so many title shots. He got more title shots than Colby. No, I think the person who gets the most title shots is Shell got a lot of title shots too. People who got title shots but didn't execute and win the title shot. Kamaru Usman, scary story around a campfire voice. Oh yeah, Oh yeah, Kamaru Usman. You know what I'm saying? It's a Kamaru Usman. He going to this fight like he trying to seduce the interviewer. Like he's talking to. When I go in there, it's gonna be some action. People know when dudes get that when they do their eyes like that when they trying to mac down a girl. When it comes to me fighting Colby, it's all about the battle. You're not coming in there ready. I'm coming there with the fire. Gather around, kids. Gather around the light fire. It was a stormy night. Colby was talking all this mess, talking about my family, talking about my forehead, how I don't have a hairline. And I came in, I took care of business. You know what I'm saying? He licking his lips and shit. I knocked him down the first time. He got back up. I stayed patient. Came in there, got him again, started hitting him. The referee, he stopped the fight. I stayed calm though. I waited till Colby got up, went to congratulate him. He didn't want to say nothing. He ran out the octagon, ran away. And that's the story of how the Nigerian Nightmare defeated Colby Covington the first time. Ooh, scary body shit. Yeah, that's how he talks, man. I like the way Kamaru Usman talks. And then for the rematch, he's like, gather around, kids. I'm gonna tell you a story about the second time I fought Colby Covington. Colby was talking all this mess that the fight was stopped early. I was like, no, okay, I gotta accept this fight. So we're fighting, right? We fighting. Knocked him down the second round. He got back up, put him back down. I was about to strike him on the head, but I know they said that's illegal. So I started punching him in the chest, in his body. Bell saved him. The bell rang, bing, over like that. The rest of the fight, third round, fourth round, fifth round, proceeded to take Colby down, proceeded to dominate him. To the point after the fight, he started coming at me saying, we're only trying to sell the fight. I said, it's all good, Colby. It's all good. Hopefully we become friends, but you know how it is with the Nigerian Nightmare. The Nigerian Nightmare don't play games. So that's how it is. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is. I'll be fighting and be like that. Usman be macking. He be macking down everybody when you talk. He be there. He got his shirt off. You remember he do those interviews with his shirt off, pecs sticking out, shit. He be eating. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking forward to fighting Jorge. Took care of business. Came up with the 6-day excuse. Take care of business. I said, no, would you get a second chance? I'll fight you again. This time I'll knock you out. And like I said, anybody keep that same energy. You know what I'm saying? That's what I did. I kept the same energy. Used this fist right there, took him out. Then next, as he laid there on the floor, knocked out, I was like, I did a good job. You know what I'm saying? So that's the story of how I beat Jorge Masvidal, kids. Roast your marshmallows. Get the bed, got the tent right there. Camp Master Usman got another story for y'all tomorrow night. First, we're gonna hunt some bears. Then tomorrow night, I want to tell you the story of how I took out Hamzat Shim. Wait, I can't say his last name. Wait, I want to tell my next story how I'm gonna fight Leon Edwards. He's been talking some stuff too. Muhad Fudilat. Fudaliat. Muhad Fudaliat. I don't know how to say his name, but yeah. Yeah, his videos be funny, man. He cranked those videos out quick. I wish I could crank my videos out, my remixes out that quick. Man, if I crank these remixes out that quick, boom, boom, getting all types of money. Ad revenue everywhere. I know Muhad, he's living good right now. He's living good. This is his job. So he makes some good money. I'm back. Trust me, I'm back. Dana, I'm back. I'm back fighting Dubai right now. It's good fight, you gotta understand the chance that I have. It's a good chance. Yeah, it's a good chance, Anderson Silva. I remember I used to watch Anderson gather around, kids, to gather around the campfire. Let me tell you a story about when I first watched Anderson Silva. You know, back when the Nigerian Nightmare used to love watching the Brazilian Nightmare. You know, Anderson Silva, you know, let me tell you something. Let me get serious. I'll get the smile on my face. I'm serious, dead serious. Let me tell you something. He started touching his beard. Man, Anderson Silva used to take people out like nothing. That's how I got my inspiration. So when Colby started talking that mess, I kind of looked up to Anderson Silva, thought about him before I knocked him down twice. You know what I'm saying? He's seducing us and shit when he's talking. I'm like, dude, come on. Take it easy, dog. Take it easy. The first one to point that out was Tyron Woodley. He sounded like LL Cool J, licking the lips and shit. First reason was Conor held the division up. Second reason was injuries. He only missed weight once. Well, they did call him a pullout merchant for a reason. Who's better than Eminem? When you talking about lyrically wise, there's a lot of rappers that they're better than Eminem. You know, you got to look at Jay-Z. You got to look at there's a rapper called Canvas back in the day. Nas. You got this is a new rapper right now. Even Royce the 5'9". I don't want to say better. Well, I'll say better subjective. I'll say it's subjective. But let's say on this level, Royce the 5'9", his friend Royce the 5'9", do Mickey Fax. You gotta listen to these guys, Mickey Fax, Lupe Fiasco. That's Lupe Fiasco. When it comes to lyricism. Now, what Eminem does better than a lot of rappers is that he's funny, very charismatic, has a crazy personality, and that's the reason why I listened to him when I was a kid, when I was younger, I was a teenager, I was listening to him, and that's why I believe most people listening to Eminem because he was funny. It was just funny stuff to listen to. I ain't saying he's a great rapper, but what really stood out when it came to Eminem was he was just funny and he was saying shocking shit. He was doing shock value and all that stuff. But listen to Lupe Fiasco. Listen to songs like Merle. Listen to a song called Merle. So Lupe Fiasco, and it's Mural. So you want to talk about complicated rap lyrics and stuff like that when it comes to being a lyricist? Listen to Lupe Fiasco. Now, is he putting out funny, crazy songs like Eminem? No. That's what Eminem does. But if you want to talk about straight rapping, oh yeah. You catch up to these. Yeah, Nas, yeah, it's all about like what you like. Like, see, Nas tends to be more serious. Nas is more of a serious rapper. So if I want to listen to something like some deep, serious stuff, I'll listen to Nas. If I want to listen to something that's more lighthearted, I'll listen to Eminem. Eminem's more fun. Like he's more light. He'll lighten the mood up more. But I just can't listen to Eminem's voice. His voice is annoying. It takes a toll on my ears. But Eminem is definitely an elite rapper. And I believe a lot of people only like Eminem because they like that fast rap style. They always like that fast. If it's a slow rap style, people tend to not like. They just don't want to fuck with it. They only fuck with that style. That's why everybody likes like with Logic and Tech Nine. Eminem fans tend to like the same rappers with that certain style. Jones is the best in my opinion. GSP, yeah, that's true. That's true. Khabib was out injured for 2 years due to ACL, and he could have won the title. Yeah, he could have won the title. That's why I was telling him he was injured. The dude was injured. That's why he didn't get his title shot until later. And then by the time he healed up, Conor was holding up the division. So that's what I'm saying. It's all about circumstances. Jon Jones got his title shot at 23 based on luck of the draw. Rashad Evans was supposed to get the title shot. He got injured. Jon Jones filled in because they said, we look for somebody to fight for the title. Do you want to fight for the title? And I think the fight was like 2 months later. So he did a quick turnaround and fought Shogun for the belt. And he won, 23 years old. And that's how their beef started. And then that's when Jon Jones and Rashad Evans started beefing. And Rashad Evans, he predicted all this stuff. I predict these things. Rashad Evans predicted. I want to show y'all this video. Jon Jones and Rashad Evans. That shit is funny, man. The trash talk is funny as hell. But Rashad Evans knew all this stuff was going to happen to Jon Jones. People always bring up Daniel Cormier, but Rashad Evans really knew all the issues that Jon Jones was dealing with. Rashad Evans knew it. Well, I'll show y'all later, though. You read these, go through these questions here. Khabib beat mostly strikers. Should definitely be some elite grapplers. Yeah, you only can beat who's in front of you, but he would have encountered some grapplers eventually if he stood in there. What's up, Toron Brown? What's good? What's up? My Usman impression. Yeah, that's what. Islam is definitely Luigi. Oh, Khabib. People need to stop underestimating Charles. They tend to underestimate him because he gets knocked down a lot. And it's not good that he gets knocked down a lot because somebody's going to end up hitting him and he won't get back up. Somebody's going to hit him a little too hard. But yeah, I think like somebody was saying he can't see that well, so that's how he tends to get caught like that. Oh, my niece right there. Black China has a fight coming up. It's going to be a mess. My niece right there. It's like my little sister. My niece Jonna. McGregor versus DS3. 0 kicks only boxing. Yeah, that'd be cool. Nate Diaz will win that fight. Gegard is not top 15. Yeah. I mean, it's not guaranteed. Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, you could say that. Yeah, because Gegard, I just felt like he had a lot of potential to be something more than that. He said Asian girls are fine. I like Asian girls. I tend to like Asian girls. I like Filipino women. When it comes to Asian girls, like Filipino women, and the Filipino women, they're like the black women of Asia. They tend to have more body. Then Asian girls, I think, yeah, tend to like Asian, like Filipino women. Thai girl, maybe, yeah. It depends, who knows? If I go to Japan one day and just, fall in love with a Japanese girl, who knows? But I tend to like Filipino women, Thai women, I'll say. Thai women be thick. Thanks, man. Thanks, Rick. I like your songs. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it. Speak like Paulo Acosta. I don't know Paulo Acosta yet. I erase everybody like this. Yeah, I don't know who's that good. Tony going to smash Khabib. You may smash him with the trash talk, but definitely not smash Khabib. No, Tony Ferguson is Oxford. What's Oxford? It's Oxford. Conor is 155 champions been announced. That'd be crazy. Eminem is overrated for sure. I'll say he is overrated based on his fan base. How they say he's they say like he's the best. Like we never heard this type of rap skills before. Double entendres, triples, and double meanings. And I always tell them like other rappers do this. They have double meanings, triple entendres, super deep lyrics. That's why I told people listen to Lupe Fiasco. But Lupe Fiasco stuff sometimes is so you got to really listen to it because sometimes you'll think like, what is this dude even talking about? And it gets to a point where it could turn somebody off because you want to listen to something that you can easily digest. So I like Eminem, but based on his fan base, they tend to make it seem like he's the only one that's capable of doing certain things. At the end of the day, we all love Eminem because he was funny, he was hilarious, and he was saying shocking stuff, shock value. And he happened to rap very good too. So I listen to songs like Kill You. My favorite Eminem album is the second album. I used to listen to it a lot when I was in high school. And that shit was funny. The first song, Kill You. And then I Never Knew I. And what else? Criminal, hilarious, very funny songs. But as he gotten older and became sober, it's just not funny no more. He's older now. So back in the day, like back when he was during his prime, he was all drugged up and shit, spazzing out. So it was funny back then. But now it's cool. But he kills those features though. Eventually, that's what Justin said about his power. He got up 2 times. Yeah, he got it twice. Yeah, Justin's a hard hit, man. He's a hard hitter. Dope. Eminem, the LeBron of rap. Rap is different than sports, I would say, because a lot of people say that about Eminem because Eminem's the most successful. He's the highest selling rapper of all time. He's the highest selling rapper. See, with rap, there are a lot of great rappers, but they just don't have the mainstream appeal. So you got a lot of elite rappers. That's why I tell y'all listen to Lupe Fiasco, listen to some other lyricists. Even Talib Kweli, very good rapper. You know, there's some other rappers like R.A. the Rugged Man, the old school rappers. Yeah, Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar is pretty good. Kendrick. I was talking about Kendrick on my last stream, and it was really good. AZ. Yeah, this dude bringing up Infinite. Yeah, I listen to Infinite. Guess who he was rapping like? He was rapping like this guy AZ. Eminem was rapping just like AZ. Listen to this song right here. Uh, he was inspired by AZ. So check out this song here. Look up this song, AZ Whole Happy Jackie. So you want to hear how where Eminem got his one of the rappers he got inspiration from, Whole Happy Jackie. And he kind of sound like on that Infinite song, he sounds like AZ does on this song. So listen to Whole Happy Jackie. So AZ is really good. AZ and when AZ and Nas rap together, AZ be getting the best of Nas on the songs. ASAP Rocky. I haven't listened too much to ASAP. I do listen to Denzel Curry. Denzel Curry is the truth. People sleep on Denzel Curry. Denzel Curry is good. Yeah, it is difficult to put any rapper at the top. That's what I'm saying. Like that's why I tell like people with Eminem. And Eminem is he's the highest selling rapper. So more people are hearing him. So when he started rapping the way he raps, like when he does like the doubles, the triples, his cadence and all that stuff, if somebody's not listening to a lot of rappers, this is something that's new to them. So they're like, man, who raps like this? Like, man, this is crazy rap skills. You gotta listen to other rappers. You can't just like if you just listen to Eminem, of course you're gonna think, or if you're comparing Eminem to like ASAP Rocky, they're complete. ASAP Rocky is not as good as ASAP Rocky is pretty good though, but he's not like Eminem when you talking about like crazy lyrics and stuff like that. Those lyricists, but ASAP Rocky is really I like it. He's pretty good. Yeah, that's that AZ song, man. Whole Happy Jack. Ain't nothing but a yeah, I forgot what he said. Fucking memory. Yeah, Whole Happy Jackie. If you hear his flow, the way he's flowing on there, you're like, oh, this dude's crazy. What Eminem has that AZ doesn't have. Eminem has this crazy, humorous personality. That's what separates him. See, like Eminem, skill wise, and Royce the 5'9". I'll say there's a chance Royce 5'9" may be a better rapper than Eminem. You could debate it, but Eminem is just funnier. He's more charismatic. He has more of a personality. He has more characters. So he's talking about Kim, talking about killing his baby mama and all this stuff, talking about Haley. So he has more of a story compared to Royce the 5'9". So I think that's really what I think a lot of Eminem fans really take in. They know Eminem better. Oh yeah, I like Life's a Bitch. Yeah, I like that song too. That's a pretty real song, man. It's like, man, it's kind of sad. That's a sad song. And I heard that song on Ozark. Anybody watch Ozark? I finished watching Ozark, and they had that song playing on the Ozark, so you already know what's gonna happen, right? When you playing that sad song. Tupac, yeah, Tupac's good too. I like Tupac. I don't like all this. I don't like a lot like all of his songs, but I like a healthy amount of his songs. I like Shed So Many Tears. You know, everybody's Dear Mama. Um, uh, Keep Your Head Up. I'm not the biggest Tupac fan, but I do like Tupac. But you know, when it comes to being a lyricist, Biggie was better as a rapper, but Tupac just had more of a connection to people. He was more of a poet. DMX is still one of my favorites. Yeah, DMX, man. A lot of old school rappers here. See, I'm an old head. I'm nearly 40 years old, so you know I'm talking about my generation. But yeah, DMX dude, his song. I remember the song. What's that song? Damien. Damien. Yeah, y'all remember Damien when he's talking to the devil? Yeah, like that's one of my favorite songs. All right, anybody got any more MMA questions? Let me know. Let me know any more MMA questions. 'Cause I know people are clicking on this video and they're like, "What are you talking about? Rap? You're talking about rap in this motherfucker?" But we could talk about rap if y'all want to talk about rap. Yeah, Kanye's one of my favorite rap artists. As a rapper, he's all right. He's serviceable as a rapper. He's not a like one of those elite rappers. He's fun. He's a fun rapper. He could do what's necessary to sell a record. But yeah, his production, that's one of the people who I was inspired by when it comes to making beats was Kanye. Kanye inspired me to make beats. Well, first it was Timbaland, then it was the Neptunes with Pharrell, and Chad Hugo, then it was Kanye West. Or Ye now, they call him Ye. So we'll see, man. We'll see. We see. Who else? Who we got as champ at 155 in 2023? Man, we'll see, man. We'll see who gets matched up. We'll see who gets matched up, man. Okay, I see what that means now. I got a extroverted, intuitive thinking and prospecting personality. Tend to be bold and creative, rebuilding ideas with great mental ability to pursue their. Okay, I also could be shy a little to myself sometimes. So if y'all see me in public, let's say somebody sees me out here, nobody has recognized me yet, so I ain't that big. But let's say somebody recognizes that's Maurice Spears out here, because you always see me with this hat on, and oh, it's Maurice. I might look mean. Let's see, I might, because this is my face when I'm not. I tend to like this, like. So you see me with that kind of stone cold face. I'm not mad. That's just how I look normally. I don't want to walk. Well, I don't want to walk around like this. Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, they'll think something's wrong with me. They'll think something wrong, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna start walking. I try to walk with my eyebrows up. I was watching this interview with Daylight, the rapper Daylight. So you're talking about somebody who's better, not better than Eminem, but somebody who's on that level of Eminem. Listen to Daylight. Daylight's a beast. But Daylight did this interview on Vlad, and he was talking about how things change for him when he lifts his eyebrows up like this. So first, when you get your eyebrows down like that, you look mean. People think you want to fight. And he said, just lift your eyebrows up. Things will change. So I don't look threatening anymore. Yeah, I think I read that one already. What do you think about Glover and Jerry for the light heavyweight title? Uh, whew. I may have Glover winning that one. I gotta watch him. I gotta watch more of his fights right here. I don't even know how to say his name. Jerry. I gotta watch more of his fights, and then I'll determine who will win that fight. I heard he doesn't have great ground game, so we'll find out about that one, man. We'll find about that one. Shine was also underrated. Yeah, I remember Shine. Then they had that dude Gorilla Black that came out. I think he had the kind of had that voice that Shine had. Yeah, do not underestimate the power of Glover. Glover. Now let me undo my Kamaru Usman. Now let me tell you about Glover. Gather around, kids. Lift the campfire. Now let me say something. Grab my hands. Glover's a champion. Hell of a fighter. Oh, he start talking like Mayweather. Hell of a fighter. Everybody underestimates him like they do the Nigerian Nightmare. Let me tell you something. When he gets you on the ground, things can happen. So don't underestimate Glover. It's like they underestimate the Nigerian Nightmare. So yeah, I've been on here for an hour. But yeah, I might create a Patreon. I do got a Patreon right now, but I don't do nothing with it. I want to switch up my Patreon. I'm gonna try to do something special for the Patreons. So I'll just ask anybody if I might make a Patreon for like $1 a month for Patreon, or maybe $2. I don't want to sell myself too short. I'll try to get people to buy some ringtones for $1. I can not one sell. Let's try to make a little extra cash. But I just gotta find something y'all want. But yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see. Oh yeah, I do. I got an OnlyFans. Think about creating an OnlyFans. I'm going to on the OnlyFans. I go hatless on there. Some people go topless. I go hatless. So I want to go nude when it comes to my head. I want to be nude up here, so I can see that. No, no. But every time people hear about OnlyFans, they think other things. But OnlyFans could be all types of stuff. I could be showing y'all my editing skills, and maybe I could do a vlog on OnlyFans. Who knows what you can find on OnlyFans. So I could burp. People may want to hear me burp on OnlyFans. Like, oh, they got people who are into that stuff. I just want to hear you burp. I'll pay $50 to hear you burp. There's some weird shit going on OnlyFans, but there's some good stuff going on there as well. Yeah, thank you. Hey, hope you're well. You made your name. It feels like you just made it real quick. Let me hurry make this. Hey. There you go. There's my name. On OnlyFans, you can stream the fight on OnlyFans. I remember I was streaming the Eagle FC and they copyright strike my page. I'm like, man, fucking Khabib. It was free on the website, but that's what I thought it was gonna be cool for some reason. If I was gonna get a strike, I'd rather get it watching the UFC event. I would have took the risk doing that, not watching the Eagle FC. Then I didn't get to the main event, the Kevin Lee fight. What can I say? But what else can I talk about? Let's see. What else can I talk about? Yeah, check out my my company, AMO Staffing. Right? Check out AMO Staffing. Said, how do you score the Colby Usman 2? I had Usman winning. Yeah, Usman won the first and the second, and then I think Colby won the third, and then Usman won the fourth. And then there was a little debate. Fifth, I think maybe Usman or one of them got the fifth. But I don't see it as a draw. And Colby needs to fight somebody. He needs to fight a top contender in the welterweight division. He keeps finding ways to weasel his way out of top contenders. It's crazy how many shots Kevin Lee takes after the round ends, sometimes pretty cheap. Off of the Eagle FC fight. Yeah. Kevin Lee, yeah. What reminds me of Kevin Lee is Angela Hill. Like they're good. It's just they don't have nothing. They're not too strong. They're not like too fast. Like I said, there's like all sevens if you want to create your player. They're technical. It's just they're just not super fast, or there's just they don't have an X factor. Like a special thing that they do that people are looking out for. I was watching Angela Hill's last fight on Saturday. and she's doing well. It's just she doesn't have like some special thing that she does. Staffing in what city? I believe it's based in Nevada. So I'm gonna show you the website. Just a second. I'm still working on it, so it's not officially launched. The website is done though. I'm gonna show you the IT staffing. This is it. AMO staffing. So check that out. I might change that logo. I don't know if I like that logo. I might change that. I might make it like this. Simple, just a simple logo. But yeah, see, this is it right here. Got my email. That's the address. That's my address right there. See, Sahara Avenue, based in Nevada. Suite 100. Let's see. So you can find out what we're about. But yeah, it's based on IT. It's IT staffing. So with an employment agency, it's free for the employees. So if you're a guy who's good with IT, right? If you're an IT guy and you're looking for work, hit me up. I'll find work for you. That's what we do. So we'll find the work for you free of charge. I'll help you with your interview skill, how to conduct your interviews, your resume. It may not be me. It's probably not going to be me. It's going to be somebody else. I'm going to hire somebody to do that stuff. I won't be doing that. I want to hire somebody who knows a lot about IT because I'm not an expert on it. And I don't need to be an expert. I need to hire somebody who is an expert. So I'm going to hire somebody to do the interviews. I'll hire recruiters to recruit and place you with the right companies. But at the end of the day, if you work for any staffing company, including mine, you got to represent the company well. So don't go working for that company and leave after the second day. So if you look bad, I look bad. Our company looks bad. So that's how it is with staffing companies, because they're going to be like, we're not going to work with y'all no more. You keep sending these bad workers to our business. So they don't want that. So we're going to do a vetting. We're going to go through a vetting process and vet people, see how they work with others. But yeah, that's my website. Check it out, amostaffing.com. A business to business business. Oh, you got a brain injury. Yes, injuries. What if Colby comes out all like he comes out like that on Submission Radio. You got Colby in the building. He can't even talk no more. His brain all fucked up. Yeah, I felt like Colby won the later rounds in the second fight. Well, he won. He lost the first two, obviously. Then I think he may have got the third round. Fourth round was close. So it's all subjective. It's all about like what you tend to score. But I believe they got it right. It's not a robbery. I believe they got it right. What type of jobs do you get? Well, you haven't officially launched it yet. But yeah, I already established it. Got the paperwork done. So I'm still researching. I'm about to talk to somebody who does IT, who works for the staffing agency. So they're gonna give me some advice. But the way I'm looking at it, I'm gonna get on a staff for IT. So companies who are looking for workers, for IT workers, my job is to hook you up if you're an IT guy and find work for you, free of charge. And I get paid from the business. That's how I make my money. Because they don't want to do all this stuff that I'm doing. Oh yeah, she was fighting that I forgot her name, but that I wouldn't call her a dude. I ain't gonna be disrespectful. But I'm gonna talk about her eyes though. Her eyes are all like look like it. Pennywise. She look like Pennywise in the eyes. She definitely stands out, man. That look. That shit was scary. Imagine waking up and seeing her look at you. Or not even looking at you, looking like around you. Oh, you work for a staffing agency right now? It's for construction. Okay. Yeah, email me, Casey Jones. Give me some. Let me know how. Like, I don't know if you own a business or you work for them. You work with a staffing agency. Yeah, if you don't mind, you know, giving me a couple of pointers or let me know how it is. You know, hit me up in my email. Second. All right. Yeah, so Casey Jones, hit me up right here if you don't mind giving me this um kind of giving me a I don't know, what's the word, idea how you believe it works. I've been doing my research, but I want to talk to somebody who actually works there. So I'm always looking for some advice. So if you don't mind, who else could talk to? Yeah, where's that base? What state? What state are you based? I know mine is in Nevada. Gonna be based in Nevada. Yeah, the second fight was close enough where I'm not complaining, even as a Colby fan. Yeah, I believe you could be a Colby fan. There's nothing wrong being a Colby fan. Just a lot of them are delusional. They become delusional. They keep bringing up fake nut shots, eye poke. Like they keep saying it was a fake eye poke, although his finger was in his eye. So they're saying because he poked him in his, I think he poked him in his left eye, and Usman was grabbing his other eye. But like somebody told me, he got some of that grease in his other eye when he poked him in that eye. But when you look on the replay and you see Colby's finger in his eye, how can it be a fake eye poke when his finger's in his eye? He poked him. So it's not like it's some like he missed him or something. He fingers in the eye. So I just think that it's the delusion. I see that with Diaz brother fans too. When they start talking in that delusional manner, it's like all delusional stuff. Like if the fight went 10 rounds, it would have been different. Like, stop. You think Tony Ferguson should retire? Yeah, he probably should retire, but he's a fighter. What else is he gonna do? He retires, he's gonna get bored. He's gonna start thinking like, what else am I gonna do for a thrill? He gonna keep fighting until he can't fight no more. My eyes do that after a couple of whips. I'd be all popped out and shit. Staffing agency pays daily. Yeah, I heard, man. My goal is for the staffing agency. I want to start staffing for I'm getting into government contracting. So that's the ultimate goal. There's a lot of money out there, man. A lot of money. So that's why I see dollar signs. I'm thinking big, big. So who knows, man? Who knows where this could go? I've been reading books on how to run a business correctly, talking to people. So let's see, man. Devin Clark, what's up? What's good? What's good? What's good? I don't know if that name's familiar. I don't know if it's a comedian that I used to see. Devin Clark. Yeah, what's up? I think he may be a comedian. I know I forgot that name. Oh, so maybe not. Maybe not. Structured labor work. Okay. Yeah, because I got a electrical contracting business too, based in Vegas, in Nevada. Do you think Colby beats Hamzat? The way Hamzat looked his last fight, he got tired. If it goes deep, if it's a 5-round fight, and it goes deep into the 4th or 5th round, and Hamzat's tired the way he's tired against Gilbert Burns, Colby could beat him. And I believe this. I want to say this. Excuse me. Hamzat struggling to make weight may have affected him in that fight. He just looked weak. He didn't look strong. He was strong enough, but he just didn't look that same way. And I believe when you try to make that weight, it drains your powers. It like drains your strength. So he may need to move up the middleweight soon. If he's struggling to make weight like that, he's gonna be compromised. It happened to Gilbert Burns. With Gilbert Burns trying to make weight and fight at lightweight, you get drained, you get knocked out easy. Yeah, Khabib, Colby really does retire, takes his money. Yeah, and rides along to the sunset. Rides off into the sunset. I know what you're saying about the eye poke. As far as the nut shot, I think the kick was a little high. Yeah, the nut shot was questionable. See that one? I don't think he didn't hit him in the nuts. Watch. I made a video about this. Let's check it out on Morehouse Media. I made a video about this, and I was talking about the same thing. And I was very fair. And I said the nut shot didn't look like it landed on the nuts. Somebody said it may have moved the cup. So, but I do know the eye poke was real. Yeah, Tony was looking good in that Michael Chandler fight. Yeah, a lot of people look good, and then they get caught. I think Chuck Liddell was looking good when he fought Rich Franklin at the beginning. You know, he was fighting Rich Franklin. He was fighting Rich Franklin, and he looked good, but then he got caught, knocked out cold. He was looking good against Rashad Evans. He got caught. So that happens, man. When you get that, you lose a step. Tony Ferguson lost a step, so it's hard for him to. His reflexes are slow, so he'll avoid that kick. But now that he's slower, he can't see things like he used to. Yeah, more problems, more money, more problems. Yeah, more problems I'm willing to have. I don't want these boring problems I got right now. So if I play my cards right, it won't be as many problems. And I ain't trying to flaunt. See, when I get like millions of dollars, I'm not going to flaunt my money. You ain't going to see me, cash and all that stuff, telling people I got all this money. No, I'll be low key. I might post a house I got or a property that I just sold. I'm not going to be showing cash and all that. Unless I can make a YouTube channel and it can make me money. I don't know. Who knows how I may act when I got money in the bank account like that. The problem with Tony is he doesn't train realistically. He does too much self-training, isolates instead of getting himself top coaches. Yeah, he's doing all this, like all this weird training. Maybe training weird. He be jumping through. Like he does top training. He jump through windows and shit and landed on his back. All types of weird training. Not normal training. Good training. Devin the dude. Yeah, he's Devin. Devin. I remember him. I like Hamzat at middleweight better. Adesanya is much easier fight for him than Usman. Yeah, people say Adesanya is easier due to the fact that he doesn't. They say his wrestling may not be as good, but you can't look like the way you looked against Burns, and that's what brought his value down a little bit. People were saying, man, Hamzat's going to run through everybody. But then that Burns fight kind of changed people's minds. Although Hamzat did win that fight. If Hamzat and Colby fight right now, I think Colby wins. Yeah, the way Hamzat was looking in his last fight, he gets tired, Colby could get him. Like if he survives. So he could just survive against the onslaught that Hamzat's going to put on him. Oh, maybe Hamzat listens to his coaches. And he uses his jab or whatever. I don't think he's going to use the jab against Colby. They're using the jab against Burns because Burns is vulnerable to the jab. So they'll probably do something. They probably have to look at what Colby's weakness is. Colby comes in there aggressive, so work on your counter punching. So maybe they'll do that. Charles Oliveira is a new Tony Ferguson that could bring. Yeah, Charles Oliveira is he achieved more. I mean, he struggled more than Tony Ferguson at the beginning, but ended up achieving a lot at the end because he actually won the title. Tony Ferguson never got that belt. To be fair to Hamzat, I think Gilbert is his worst matchup because he can't rely on his wrestling because he can't afford to take Gilbert down. I don't know. He just got caught with a lot of punches, man. He got knocked down that many times. And I know he's 11th ranked and he's fighting the number 2 ranked guy, but based on people's hype, they said Hamzat's going to destroy Gilbert Burns. and it didn't happen. So we'll see, man. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Unless Charles just starches Islam and calls him out. Yeah, that may. Oh, he calls out Khabib. People, I'm staying home. I ain't fighting no more. I love my boogers and my Coca-Cola. Entry level hiring is probably more realistic. What's entry level hiring? But everything is realistic. If everything's possible. Oh, office assistant. No. We'll see. I want to go for those IT jobs though. His coach yelled at him to stop trying to pull on the show, and I think Gilbert wins if it's 5 rounds. We'll see, man. We'll see. But yeah, Casey Jones, I think it was you, right? You got the staffing. Yeah, just hit me up. Hit me up. Email me. Hamzat is a ground and pound fighter who was forced into a purely striking match because of Gilbert's jiu-jitsu. Other fighters can take them down and do his kind of fight. Yeah, but that's how it goes, man. That's how it goes a lot of times. Tony may be training weird, but weird is not bad. He addressed the lack of sparring and lack of training. Yeah, I gotta watch that interview. It was long. No, I think the one with Ariel was like an hour. But Tony Ferguson trains like what's that? You watch that movie Dodgeball? He be training with. I'm like, man, if you could survive a bear, you could survive a UFC fight. He goes there and fight a bear and shit. He fights crazy. Or you survive a tiger. Hamzat's gonna have a tough time taking down a lot of top welterweights. Yeah, if he can't take down, well, he's able to take down Burns. Burns get taken down, but if he can't take down Usman or Colby, we'll see. He said hiring people at the bottom and training them. Good workers will work, and others will fail. No problem. Labor shortage is happening right now. Okay, hiring people at the bottom and training them. So that's the key. All right, good. We got to train them. All right, so my plan, I'm going to hire a team of people. Once I get my capital high enough, I'm going to hire a team. And yeah, so yeah, I'll write that down. There's still a lot that I'm learning, but I'm just gonna go for it. I'm going for it. It's gonna happen. Whether I fail or whether I succeed, I'm going to succeed. But I'm just gonna go. I'll do my research and do things. Try to do things the right way. And I definitely will take advice. Good workers will work, and others will fade. Yeah, try to weed those workers out. All right, man. That's about it. I'm about to end this stream. I had some good numbers today. I had some good numbers. My voice is fading. Let me answer the last question. You think Joanna will be champion again? She can. She can. Certain things play out the right way, right? She beats Wei Lee somehow. If Carla still has the belt, Joanna could fight Carla, and I think she'll beat her. Because Joanna's going to be aggressive. She's not going to be all cautious like Rose. You know, if you watch that Rose interview, that Pat Barry interview with Rose. Yeah, Pat Barry is a weird one. Like you see how the camera, the angle was, like his head was like right here, and Rose's head was like right in the back or something. You see her little bald head back there, like a little ball back there, and Rose just sitting behind him. And then when Rose tried to talk, you see Pat Barry's face, like he's giving Rose that look my dad used to give me when I don't do what I should be doing. Didn't I tell you, ain't the damn trash, son? That's how he was looking at Rose, like. he was giving that huff and puff thing. You know when your dad gets mad at you and he takes that breath. It's my interview. All right, go downstairs. That's how he was talking to Rose. Like he's like, all right, you want to talk? All right, I'll go to the side. Go ahead, Rose. It's my interview. Go ahead. Oh yeah, that's a classic right there. You're just hoping to survive in there. I can see it in your mind. I can see it in your face. Good to catch a string. I enjoy your memes. Broke Bus Mountain. Yeah, broke Bus Mountain's a classic right there. A Khabib fan got a little mad at me, you know, cause making fun of Khabib. But yeah, I'm like, I make fun of everybody. Yeah, I always think like, if I'm walking in California and one of these fighters see me, like, oh, see, I know. Cause anybody can be watching these streams. Like one of these 15 people right now could be Luke Rockhold or any other fighter. Like Khabib could be watching this right now. I don't know. And they could be looking at me right now. That's how he looks. All right. That's how Maurice Spears looks. He lives in California. All right. I live in California. All right. So I kind of get an idea of where he is and how he looks. Something's going to happen. I'm waiting for Joe Rogan to make a G.I. Jane joke about Rose. 1-on-1 versus Pat Berry. Yeah. Pat Berry is but they get along, man. They get along. Pat Berry and Rose get along. And it seems like a healthy relationship. And that's all you want, right? You want the healthy relationship. One, everybody knows their role. Looks like Pat Berry's the one that wears the pants in the relationship. And a lot of guys, y'all want to wear the pants in the relationship, right? So it looks like a healthy relationship. I don't know if he got with her when she was younger, that age, you know. I don't know. But I'm basing on what I see now. It looks like a very healthy relationship. She lets Pat Berry run the show at the home. She lets him wear the pants in the relationship, and Pat Berry's cool with that. So, what do you think about these attacks on comedians nowadays? Not that big a deal. You know, if I'm on stage, I got this right here. These guns right here. Getting. When somebody Will Smith try to get me, roll that right there, then counter. So just duck that slap, duck it, then duck it, walk, jab, walk, like that. Get him, walk. Will Smith try to roll up on me, like, okay, Will Smith. He'd be laughing, ha, ha, ha. He try to slap me with a whoop, pop, pop. Get a 2-piece right there. Do you train? No, a mustache. I need to trim my mustache, but hair, man. Mustache hair is tickling my nose. Do you train? No, not really. I did some training in boxing. You know, keep your chin low. Do like Mike Tyson stuff. You know, when you uppercut, you gotta do short uppercut. A lot of people think you uppercut like that. No, you do this right here. You go. Throw the jab. Keep the chin down. Keep this fist closer. So if somebody try to hit you, got that. Keep the chin down so nobody get right there. Go poof, poof. Like Pat Berry on the remix, I'm like boom, 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 boom. So I could throw hands. My footwork isn't that good. I got bad footwork. That's the hardest part of boxing. I said I'm mastering. Footwork is the most difficult part of boxing. Or I would think MMA as well. That footwork. Rose has great footwork, so that's why she's good. Footwork is not easy. Yeah, boxing is fun, man. I was training, I think, last year, and I didn't want to pay my membership prices anymore, so I got to get back to it. But yeah, I'm not trying to. Then my back was hurting. When you start boxing, back of my foot was hurting because the way my feet were placed, and I started getting some back pain. My back sore. And then I took an MMA class there. This place I went to, and this dude was crazy. This dude had us practicing MMA on a basketball court. And so we're jumping on this bag and doing ground and pound, and my fucking knees were hitting the ground with like that. You know how the basketball court ground is. I'm like, this. I'm trying to tell him, man, we need some mats in here. That hard wood floor. Yeah, boxing they'll charge like I think like $100 a month, not that high. Fortune, this gym called Fortune Gym, I think charges like 150 a month. And then it got Wild Card Gym. See, I don't think it costs that much. I know jujitsu costs a lot. I'm thinking about doing jujitsu, but we'll see. You know, I don't want my joints all fucked up. I already got bad joints, but we'll see. Crack my back real quick. All right, so you know what? Let me end this stream. I got some stuff to do. Research. Gotta do some research, and I don't know what I'm gonna do next with my remix. No, I want to play all this video. No, what? Let me stay. I want to play this video of Jon Jones and Rashad Evans. That's hilarious.
I want you to do, and that's just the bottom line. And the sooner you come to realize it, the more comfortable you're at the end. Okay. I've never felt it for a second. You do. I admit you do. You do comfortable with the results. You're not gonna keep up with me, Rashad. I'm younger than you, and I'm probably just as. I get you to skip all my opponents watching.
Oh yeah, let me show you this interview right here. It's funny. See, with Jon Jones trash talk is pretty funny. Rashad Evans predicted a lot of the stuff that Jon Jones is dealing with. Hopefully, y'all can hear it. I don't know how the audio is going to be. Y'all remember this interview?
Oh, Rashad, he does this. Oh, Rashad, he does this. Oh, he does that. There's such a different experience when you're in there with me. I watch you. When you're in there with me, I get you to skip my loop. Okay. And you will skip to my loop. For the first time. You're gonna do exactly what I want you to do. I promise you, I'm gonna play your game. I'm gonna wrestle you like Phil Davis did the whole. That's just the bottom line. All right. Listen, your ways of winning. You're gonna do what I want you to do, and that's just the bottom line. And the sooner you come to realize it, the more comfortable you be with the results. You're not gonna keep up with me, Rashad. I'm younger than you, and I'm probably just as strong now. And my technique is a lot cleaner. I take the sport a lot more serious. Dude, how do you know I'm serious? I take the sport? I know I do. How do you know? I know because I love this game. So, I love it. You just said it yourself. I've been doing it for 10 years. You kind of get. You do. I admit you do get complacent. You do get complacent. I'm not complacent. I'm not, and I've never felt it for a second. I've never felt slightly complacent. Okay. I feel like I'm just getting started. That's the thing. And you're at the end. Okay. Am I at the end? Oh, why is that? Because I said so. Because I want to prove that you are. Yeah. Yeah. All that kind. A lot of proof. All that kind.
He was talking shit. Yeah, I don't know if there's a spot in there, but he was predicting. I think he did another interview. But Rashad predicted everything that happened with Jon Jones. So check out that interview. He predicted all that stuff, and that all happened. He said, "Man, you're not going to be able to take it. You know, when all that pressure comes, all your real side's going to come out, and all the stuff's going to happen." And Jon Jones like, "You don't know that," and then it ended up happening. But Rashad Evans and Jon Jones are cool now. They're friends. And I met Jon Jones. Well, before he became a star, before he became a champion, I met him at a UFC expo. He was a cool guy. Well, he came off very cool. So, he said a narcissist right there. He said he's a narcissist. Yeah, he definitely a narcissist. I wrote an article about that on my Mohawk's media page. I compared him to, what's his name? He reminds me of, what's that guy? On The Boys. Homelander. He reminds me of Homelander. He wants to be loved by the fans. So, all right, let me get out of here. All right, I've been on here for a long time. All right, peace out. I'm gonna start doing some more live streams. I'm thinking about what next remix is gonna be. I need to do something that motivates me, something unique. So that's what I want to do next. All right, so I'm out of here. Yeah, he seems like a chill, but I think he's a cool guy. But let me get up out of here. I don't want to stay too long.